The PBD Podcast. It's the view for men.
DHS deported MS-13 member Kilmar Abrego Garcia.
The administration continues to insist without evidence that Abrego Garcia is an MS-13 gang member, despite ICE officials initially admitting that his deportation was an administrative error. Now, to prove these claims, President Donald Trump and the White House displayed what they claim to be such evidence. Donald Trump wrote on his Truth Social that this is the hand of the man that Democrats feel should be brought back to the United States. These letters were photoshopped.
Rob, do you have a clip on this? Because it says it's there's a clip on here.
Two separate immigration judges, Jay, who have confirmed and ruled that he is a member of MS-13. That as well as we have intelligence
it was brought up in deportation proceedings.
Jay.
But
as the Supreme Court is demanding that the Trump administration facilitate his return to the U.S.
And you see his face in that violent. And why do all of them look like that? You ever notice they have that face of just that evil, and I'm being dead serious. They have that face of just that evil. You do not hate the mainstream media as much as you should. Evil that he's confirmed he was an active MS-13 gang member.
That was a lie.
All right? They're the party that's okay with abortion until birth.
That was a lie.
Think about what's happening in America. Look at who they're sticking up for. Luigi Mangione, illegal gang members. Carmelo Anthony, who we're going to get into, stabbing Austin Metcalf. That's who their heroes are. This guy's a victim. He's a father. He's a Maryland guy.
It's like they want another Trayvon. They want another George Floyd. They want something. And, I believe there's dark forces that want extreme violence.
It's a race thing. After Obama, blacks and whites, it's all this other stuff. That's the enemy, right? He is the next Hitler. He's a Hitler. He's a Hitler. Well, if he's Hitler, let me go be a hero. Division, hate, anger. Mainstream media trust goes down.
All right? It's horseshit. And you named it, Tom. What'd you say this was 2.0?
Just Trayvon 2.0.
This is it. No, you said this is BLM. Especially when they start a freaking what do they do? Raked in $400,000. Now they're living in a $900,000 home. Apparently, allegedly, they're renting. And they have a new car. And they're selling merch. It's ridiculous and it's disgusting. And if it was the other way around, there would have been a freaking race war in this country.
Breathe again, breathe.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
I had to do research because this guy over here has taught me who's behind all this negative shit.
Go upstream.
Go upstream. And the one name I keep getting, Pat, is George Soros.
Every accusation is a confession with these people. Whatever they say, I'm like, oh, that's what they're doing. Right. So if they accuse someone of something, it's because that's what they're doing. Elon is exactly what they claim to have hated with George Soros. But he's explicit and right in front of you buying elections. That's what he's doing.
This name keeps coming up and he's never been dealt with, okay? He's not funding a couple of lawsuits, okay? He dumped billions. BLM riots, Antifa, Tesla protests, pro-Hamas campus protests, Adam, CRT in schools, attack on voter ID laws.
It's very cool, Bateman, but that's nothing.
Elon Musk gave around $75 million to his pro-Donald Trump super PAC in the span of 3 months.
Elon Musk came here, flew to the state of Wisconsin, had that $1 million check giveaway for signers of his petition, gave people $100 for signing that petition.
Fight for a great future for Germany. Convince your friends, convince everyone. Let's go.
Musk has posted more than 3,000 times on X in the last month, including dozens of unfounded claims about the election, which have been viewed hundreds of millions of times. Apart from Trump himself, Musk is now the single biggest spreader of election disinformation.
But there's a lot of people out there who need to vote for President Trump, okay? Get friends and family to vote. Make sure they vote. Vote early. Vote now.
Okay, I told you they're keeping babies alive. You saw the governor say it.
Okay.
George Soros is highest level deep state.
And the one name I keep getting, Pat, is George Soros.
I mean, if you look up oligarch in the dictionary, his picture should be there.
Americans really need to be worried about this man. I think he's the greatest threat to democracy, not just in this country, but worldwide.
This alliance of big government and big tech and the billionaire class needs to be broken up.
So you have one guy, some naturalized American, who hates the United States and wants to destroy it. He gets to control the country in the way he does because he's rich and the rest of us aren't as rich.
These people have a stranglehold increasingly on our communication in this country. They want to have a stranglehold on our politics, and it's time we put a stop to it.
He is a puppet master, a seeker of power behind the scenes. Some guy, some kooky far-right person was given this kind of money to the Republicans. This would be...
This guy is the enemy of the freaking people, and he has to be dealt with accordingly. Period. Somebody has to do it. They're the party that fights for illegal gang members. They're the party of violence and destruction.
I certainly don't incite violence.
Knock the crap out of them.
Like to punch him in the face. I don't condone violence, and I don't talk about violence.
I would have done well, but I would have been boom, boom, boom. I'll beat that.
Maybe he should have been roughed up.
Try not to hurt him. If you do, I'll defend you in court. Don't worry about it.
Do you plan on paying for the legal fees of this older gentleman in North Carolina who sucker punched the protester?
I've actually instructed my people to look into it, yes. In the good old days, this doesn't happen because they used to treat them very, very rough. Part of the problem, nobody wants to hurt each other anymore, right?
Audience hit back. And that's what we need a little bit more of now.
I don't know if I'll do the fighting myself or if other people will.
50 be advised, Capitol Police 1 advised they're trying to breach and get into the Capitol.
Let's have trial by combat.
All of us here today do not want to see our election victory stolen.
Breach of the Capitol! Breach of the Capitol!
And Mike Pence is going to have to come through for us. And if he doesn't,
I need court support.
And stolen by the fake news media.
We lost the line. We lost the line.
We will stop the steal. Stop the steal. We will never give up. We will never concede. We fight like hell. And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
They were peaceful people. These were great people. The crowd was unbelievable. And I mentioned the word love. The love in the air. I've never seen anything like it.
We will stop the steal. We fight like hell. And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
These people, when illegals from El Salvador were going around the country,
they want us to believe, oh, he's a Maryland man, this and this. He's not.
President Donald Trump saying he's working on sending American-born criminals to foreign prisons.
I said, homegrowns are next. The homegrowns built. You got to build about 5 more places. Yeah, that's big.
They say, I have the most loyal people. Did you ever see that? Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay?